Is it true that being a teenager is easy? Is it true that all teens are as happy as they are assumed to be? Definitely not the case, as an investigation in 2013 shows that suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 12 to 18. More and more teens are falling into the state of depression, which is the persistent feelings of sadness and worthlessness, as well as the lack of desire to engage into formally pleasurable activities. As its society grows more complicated, it is unavoidable that depression exists in Vietnamese teens. The reality of teen depression in Vietnam is investigated through a survey conducted over 1,000 students ages 13 to 18. The data shows right away that discussing depression is still taboo in Vietnam, as 35.5% of the students refuse to complete the survey, stating that it is invading their privacy. The survey also shows that only 38 of the students are happy, as they experience no symptoms of depression, while 21.4% are suffering from all of the symptoms, with another 21.8% having significant symptoms. So what causes teen depression? The main elements that determines a teen's mental health are schools, families, and relationships. At school, 26.3% are stressed by their teachers, while 31.3% others are stressed by homeworks, tests, as well as the grading system. Family might also cause teen depression, as 19.4% of the depressed teens have parents whose relationships are bad or not together, with 10.4% who do not get along with their parents. Money surprisingly doesn't have much impact on the teen's mental health, as it only upsets 2% of the surveyed teens. A teen's social life also determines its mental health, as 54.3% of the depressed teens have either one or two friends or no friends at all. Other causes of teen depression might be genetics, the experience of traumatic events, or the worries of the future. What about the effects of depression on Vietnamese teens? Depression has bad effects on both a teen's mental as well as physical state. Mentally, the instability of the teen's moods lead to the reckless, perhaps violent behaviors that would not only hurt themselves but others. The physical health of the teens would also be affected, as depressed teens can't be able to eat or sleep moderately, which eventually will lead to eating or sleeping disorders. However, the most fatal effects of teen depression is suicide, as 20% of the surveyed students admitted that they have thoughts about death and closure. But what is more alarming is that 52.8% of the depressed teens chose to be silent about their unhealthy feelings. Even if they do decide to speak, only about 1.7% of the teens could be able to have access to professional help. So perhaps it is not that easy being a teenager. Teens get stressed and depressed, yet they are not allowed to recover. Teen depression can't be fully prevented, as the society is getting more complicated, but it can be cured. Treatment starts with empathy.